At approximately 11:06 today.
You can't say approximately and
It
then
was.
give me the exact time.
No, it was. At approximately 11:06 today. Sarel, I nearly lost my life.
Me and my siblings were convinced that one of our neighbours was having an affair. Convinced. As in, like, you couldn't tell us otherwise. Convinced.
Would you have said something? No! For me, your baby is 2 months old. There's absolutely no way that this baby can be your best friend. My word last week was propinkety. Yeah. Propinkety.
Pinkety.
Yeah, it means proximity.
I won't be using that.
Do you believe in citizen's arrest?
No.
I don't know why we don't do it enough.
You want more citizens arresting one another?
Are you an introvert or were you introverted?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Faking Adulthood, where we talk about love, life, and things, and absolutely nothing because we don't know what we're doing. We absolutely do not have a clue. Today, my co-host is Sarel. Woo! We are so excited! Wow!
I'm so excited to be on. Oh my god! Oh my
and
god.
we are here. Like, I'm really, really happy that you made it here
so
today.
excited.
Like, I'm really excited.
Also, I remember when you first brought up this podcast idea to me. Do you remember the day?
Married at first
Yeah.
sight, shoot.
And I was like,
do it. Yeah.
Do it.
I remember. Oh
Yeah.
my God. I was still
Yeah.
I was still thinking about it. I was like, I really want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
And you were like, just do it.
Yeah. I was
Just
like,
do it.
Do it. Don't
Yeah.
even think about it.
Do
Go.
it. Yeah.
And you were like, okay, cool. I'm gonna do it.
I
So
feel like I did it like a month later.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
I've actually completely forgot about that.
When I saw it come out, I was like, my baby girl did it. We did it, Joe. We did it.
We did it because
We did
I
it.
was like thinking about it so much. I was like, I want to do a podcast. How do I do it? What kind of vibe be?
No, you're smashing
And it's
it.
like, okay, we're just gonna do it.
Yeah, you're
Do you know what I
smashing
mean?
it.
Thank you,
You're
man, and
smashing
thank you
it.
for being
Thank
here.
you.
Honestly, like even like when I first started, you were like on the list immediately. I was like, I need Sarel. I need to get Sarel on, but I was like, I don't want to get her in too early.
No.
Do you know what I mean? Not too soon. I want it to
soon.
marinate
No,
a
I
little
hear
bit.
it.
Do you know what I mean? Because you already do your thing. I don't want you to get here and be like, oh Lord.
No,
what kind of podcast
never.
is this?
No, the set is cute, the vibe is cute, the
You know,
guests have been cute, so I'm
thank
honoured
you.
to be on the list of guests. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Welcome to the show, man.
Thank
welcome
you.
to the show.
Thank you.
Like, so you know, the guys, they know.
Yeah.
Before I even move on, actually, let me set a timer because one thing about me, I'm gonna be gisting and gisting.
We can talk.
And we're gonna wonder, where did the time go?
Yeah.
You know?
We haven't covered point one. What have we been
talking about?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
right, now we're on.
Okay.
So the guys, they know, my listeners, my watchers, they know that I like to start my show with a complaint of the day.
Nice.
It's very important to me. Do you know what I
Simple.
mean? If the show was just complaints, I'll be happy.
Oh,
But apparently that's not suitable.
people don't really like that.
So I had to add some other things.
That's
but the
fine.
show is mainly so I can complain.
Cool.
Okay. So every week I have a complaint. And my complaint this week, it's not bad. It's not a bad complaint. It's a personal thing.
Okay.
And maybe some people will judge this, but at the end of the day, it's my show.
That's fine.
Okay? And it's my show and I'm going to do what I want to do.
You do
okay?
that.
So it's really simple. My complaint of the day is when women become mothers and then they start saying things like their baby is their best friend. For me, your baby is 2 months old. There's absolutely no way that this baby can be your best friend. You know, I think language is very important. You can love the child.
Absolutely.
You can be grateful the child came from you.
Yes.
Best friend?
Best friend?
2 months?
Friend?
Friend? I don't even know you.
Friend is crazy. Let alone best friend.
No. I don't even know you, bro.
Who are
like,
you?
I get it. Like, you've been in my stomach for 9 months. There's a lot going on. I had to push. First of all, based on the pain that I've heard it's given you might be my enemy.
Exactly that part. Because for us to get to this point, you've actually put me through endurance that I didn't need to go through.
Right.
So can you call yourself my friend?
You've been invasive.
Super.
You've been chilling, you know.
Rude. And now we want to say best friend? That's a fair complaint, Rita.
I'm just like...
That is a fair complaint.
And they do it all the time, you know? They'll be, you know, they'll have a little picture of it. Oh, yeah, just me and my best friend. I'm like... Yeah, baby's cute, but that is not your best friend.
Yeah.
And like, you can imagine, like, if one of my friends have a baby now, I'm thinking, I've been around for like 15 years.
See, this is where we need, this is what you wanted to talk about.
I've had to earn that place. And some kid comes around and suddenly, oh yeah, that's my best friend. No, they're not. They're not your best friend. Okay. They haven't seen you in any of your journey. They haven't seen you in your ups, your downs, haven't supported you, nothing.
Someone's going to be replaced.
And it's just rude because like you get replaced twice, right? Because your friend gets a boyfriend.
Yeah.
My best friend.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my best friend. You can't even tell your friend a secret because you know it's in the household. The boyfriend knows.
Yeah.
You know the boyfriend knows. And that's fine. I can accept that you are going to tell your partner my gist. All I ask for is let your boyfriend pretend he doesn't know.
Thank you. Teach him some decorum.
Have some decorum.
Have some grace about you.
Have
you
some
know
grace.
something, but act like you don't know
Act like you don't know. Don't be like, oh yeah, I heard about you and John.
No.
Excuse me?
No, you didn't hear anything.
You don't know nothing.
No.
Stop.
No.
You know? So that's my complaint of the day. And I know it's quite specific. And I don't want the mothers who are listening, you know, to feel offended by this, okay? Because it's my complaint.
Fairs.
I don't have any kids, so I can't relate. I can only by what I see
Yes.
and what is realistic.
Yeah.
And there is absolutely no way on this planet that a 2-month-old is your best friend.
If we're just going off of the facts.
It's just facts. It's not possible.
It's not. Child is good enough.
I think child is good enough. We get it.
Child is good enough.
Oh, here are my child.
It covers all the bases. Like
my
we
love.
don't-
You can even put my lovely child.
yeah.
You know, the child of my life.
My amazing child.
My amazing child.
I love my miracle baby. That's a beautiful one.
Oh, that's even better.
Beautiful.
Beautiful one.
Best friend.
They'll be like my bestie. I'm like, girl, please.
Girl.
But yeah, that's my complaint of the day.
Good for you.
Simple.
Does it feel good to get it off?
Do you know what? Actually, it feels fantastic.
Do you have any friends that are currently pregnant? Just so I understand.
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
But
Cool.
at least, you know, this media lasts forever and, you know, they will always be able to revert back to this, that this is completely unacceptable. And then when I have my child and I'm like me and my bestie, someone can refer back to it.
Yeah.
But I never said that I wasn't a hypocrite.
Oh, one thing I will do is say a word and go back on it. One thing I will do, I will tell people, go to therapy. Therapy is good for you, whilst actively ghosting my therapist. Whilst actively literally saying, Louise, don't call me.
Yeah.
Do not chat to me, babe. I am a hypocrite. But that's okay.
I think that's okay. It's not a crime. It's not. I just don't know where these things came from.
I'm supposed to be perfect?
Who told you I was perfect? Because I never said I was perfect.
Who?
I never said I was perfect. I never said I wasn't a hypocrite. Let me tell you something. I can say something this week and change my mind.
Tomorrow.
So I can change my mind in an hour. In this
allowed
episode,
to.
I can start something in the beginning.
Yes.
And by the end, I'm like, you know what?
Change my mind. Change my mind.
I've changed my mind.
The thing is, like, no variable is the same. I haven't had breakfast today. I feel one way. The minute I eat something, I might feel differently.
Oh my God, that is a word. Honestly.
No variable is the same.
It's never, like, honestly, like, if I make a decision before coffee, right, it might not be good.
Exactly.
If I make a decision after coffee, I'll be alive.
We don't know what's happening.
And now it's like, actually, I take it back because I'm only saying yes to this because I've had coffee.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So we should be allowed...
Give me leeway.
Give
me grace.
Give
me grace.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for accepting my complaint of the day.
I love that.
Yeah, what's your complaint?
My complaint of the day is kind of based on some truth in the sense that I recently went to a wedding. Beautiful wedding.
Love a wedding.
Love a wedding. And there was a dress code for the wedding. And the dress code, simple, all white. Really simple. All white. All white. Just want to really clarify that it was the color white. Yeah. Tell me why my eyeball is seeing variations of navy and checkered. I saw a woman with a red belt. And I thought to myself, no, you people are actually disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because at my event, you wouldn't have been gained entry.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you're my mother or my best friend, little child.
Yeah.
You're not coming in if I tell you all white to my... So what are we doing? So you think I just said it for fun? You think I just open my mouth, I just decide? No, there's a reason behind why I want all white. And now here you are ruining my aesthetic.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I do like a dress code because I do get like bad social anxiety sometimes. So not having to think about like, will I be overdressed, underdressed, helps me. Like all white, all black, cool. That's a simple dress code. The dress codes I don't like are when it's like dress to impress.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean?
What does that even mean?
Because I'm impressed in my joggers. Is that impressible to you? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Come to slay. I slay every day. So now what are we?
What are we wearing?
Tell me what you want from me.
Yeah. 100%.
And I can deliver.
Yeah.
They told us white. Wow. And black people.
Wow.
And you know what? It's not just black people. Let me not close us off to that. Loads of people do it. This issue is across races, it's across genders, it's across nationalities, and we need to sort it out.
Yeah.
Because if you're given a dress code, stick to the code.
Yeah. You know what? This is a fantastic complaint because it's completely unacceptable.
It's
unacceptable.
It's unacceptable.
Someone says wear white.
It's a simple color.
Yeah, it's a sense of entitlement because what you're saying is that you don't believe that anyone can tell you what to do.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? You think that you're better than everyone else.
Exactly.
And the thing is, as well, what does that say about you? Because you've walked in knowing everyone's going to be in white. So what you've said, actually, you want to cause a distraction to the wedding.
Exactly that. You want to be the main star of the show.
Yeah. So it's actually deeper than just the color. Because actually, it's a wedding.
In fact, you need therapy. In fact.
Because what? I just want to know the process. You look at the invite. It says white. You say, nah. Well, I want to do my own thing.
I see white, but I don't feel. I don't feel like I embody white. So
it's not matching my spirit today.
Exactly.
I don't give a heck about the pictures. Fine. I don't mind if in the picture everyone's in white and I'm in navy.
Doesn't matter to me. I saw a woman in a floral yellow dress. I said, no, you.
She's taking it. No, she's taking a mic.
Bring back jumping people.
No, she's taking a mic.
You're taking the mic.
You're taking a mic.
Floral yellow?
Floral.
I said...
You can't even do cream. Like, let's do colours in the same family.
I would have taken a beige.
Yeah.
I would have taken a beige.
I would have taken a beige. I could have taken a beige.
I could have
almost taken, like, a brown. Almost.
Because at least you can melt it together.
Yeah.
Yellow and flowers.
It's very disrespectful. Yeah.
Finish.
Yeah. Yes, Sarel, that's a fantastic complaint. It's a valid complaint.
Thank you.
I just think it's very disrespectful. It's a sense of entitlement. You know, a few weeks ago, I spoke about people who break the rules and how that makes me feel. And it's a sense of entitlement. Do you know what I mean? You just don't think that you need to abide by the law of the land. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
And that's
it's not right. You know, I saw someone, it said no entry in Tottenham Court Road, and I just saw him walking there, and I thought,
you're lawless.
Who do you think you are? Like, you see us walking all the way around.
Yeah.
And then you decide, actually, I don't care.
I'm better than the rest.
I'm better than the rest. I'm just gonna, it's red.
Oh.
It says no entry.
Oh.
And he walked there, so, you know, the way he was dressed, I remember it specifically because I actually stood in the middle of the station and looked.
You looked around to see,
said,
am I the only one seeing this?
How can you just walk? Is
it just me?
And it was slow. He was even wearing beige. I remember he was wearing a top and trousers and he had like a case. And I looked and I thought, this is not right.
Is it just,
like,
hello, people of God, can anyone else see this madness? Or is it just me?
Honestly, I really couldn't believe it.
No.
So this is fantastic complaint.
Entitlement leave.
Yeah.
Must be gone.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you so much for giving me the space.
Yeah, I feel honoured to have received that complaint. It's very fantastic.
Feels good to get it off my chest.
Yeah, does it feel good?
I've been holding it in, I'm not gonna lie. I've been holding it in because also it was the wedding I was a +1 at the wedding and I was riled up for people who don't know me. I was angry on their behalf and I thought,
you were like, this is not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is so wrong. You need to talk to your people.
We need to talk to your people.
You need to talk to people.
Unacceptable. Thank you
I'm
for
glad I
sharing
got that off my
No,
chest.
thank you. I know everyone listening also appreciates that complaint. As my listeners know, man, I'm learning English again, you know, because I realized that, like, you know, my brain hasn't been as active as it needs to be.
Yes.
So every week I have a word of the day.
Word of the day.
Yeah. And the thing is, English isn't my first language. So certain words, I see it, but how I say it, it comes out differently.
It doesn't connect.
It doesn't connect.
Okay.
Yeah. So it can be quite difficult for me, but each week I'm getting better.
Okay.
One of the words that I learned was superfluous.
Superfluous.
It's a beautiful word, yeah.
What does that mean?
I love that you asked me that question. It means unnecessary. You know, when someone's saying something to you or they're getting angry, it's like, cool down, baby. This is superfluous.
Ooh. Oh.
You know, what you're saying to me right now is superfluous.
It's
You're
a tongue
rudeness.
twister, though.
It is,
I don't like
'cause-
that suplo.
So, yeah, it's like
Superfluous.
French. It kind of, you think you're going into French, but then
Yeah,
it comes back to English.
English. It's
superfluous, you know?
Superfluous.
Yeah. My word last week was propinquity.
Eish.
Yeah. Propinquity.
Propinkety.
Yeah, it means proximity.
I won't be using it. I would use superfluous. I'm not throwing in propinkety in my sentence. I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. But
Okay. No, it's fine. I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to teach. I'm trying to,
You're broadening my vocab, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So my word of the day today is innocuous.
Good word. I have heard that.
Yeah.
Innocuous. Hold on, let me see if I can remember what it means. Innocuous. Does it mean like not obscure, but like if someone can be innocuous? No? Okay, let me shut up. Tell me what it means.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, you know what? I love that you're like,
I'm really into this now.
yeah, but what I like is the humbleness of it, of you like willing to learn.
Yeah.
And I like to be an English teacher. So this is like a dream for me. So innocuous, basically not likely to give offense. So it means not likely to give offense or to arouse strong feelings or hostility. So it's inoffensive. It's harmless.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's like, oh no, it's innocuous. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's the big deal? It's innocuous. It's harmless.
Okay.
So I guess it's another word for harmless.
Harmless.
Yeah. So I guess a sentence in it would be, exactly, gossip is relatively innocuous.
Right. Okay.
It's harmless.
It is
We're
what
just
it
having a
is.
bit of a goss.
Bit of a chat.
Bit of a chat.
Yeah.
Bit of gist. It's
Bit of
innocuous.
gist.
It's harmless.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
doesn't
do
hurt
anything.
anyone. Okay. Innocuous. I like that.
It's a good word,
That's a
right?
good word.
It's a really good word. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, so that's my word of the day. Wait, let's see if I even said it right. Because I'm
Okay.
teaching. But did I even say it right? So I'm saying innocuous. Let's hear it.
Innocuous.
Perfect.
Wow. I'm getting better every week.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Also, that
Innocuous.
sounded like, what's that man with the remote?
The remote that does a dog.
No, the man who talks through the computer.
Oh, Stephen Hawkins.
Hawkins. I was
Yeah.
about to
Is
say
he still
Spielberg.
alive?
No.
Oh, he died.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Yeah, but that sounded like him.
Innocuous. Yeah.
Innocuous.
So that is my word of the day. It's so bad of me because I started this episode and I didn't show gratitude for something that happened to me today.
Okay.
Yeah. At approximately 11:06 today.
You can't say approximately and
It
then
was.
give me the exact time.
No, it was. At approximately 11:06 today, Sarel, I nearly lost my life. I did.
I don't want to laugh. Sorry, let me.
No, because I did. And actually, they say that when you have a near-death experience, you really start to think about your life, the things I could have said, the things I could have done, the people who I should ask for forgiveness, the people who I should forgive, right? But you just don't know when that moment will come. Today at approximately 11:06, as I was coming here today, and this is why I don't like to leave my house before 12, yeah? I was going up the escalator, and it's weird because it's like you get set up for things because, anyways, I was walking up the escalators
Yeah.
confidently, switching to the Victoria line, right? I was coming from the Jubilee. Suddenly, my lace got caught at the end of the escalator.
Your shoelace.
My shoelace. And it's a shoelace that earlier on,
I've given you issues.
I had tucked it in because I was like, I'll deal with it later.
Look at you.
You see, in life, we'll say, I'll deal with it later. I will deal with it later. But we don't know that later may not come. Sarel. God. The lace is caught on the end. And I'm walking confidently. And as I'm walking, it goes, I said,
No.
and I'm like, oh, I'm trying to move. Trying to move. And people are going past me like this.
No.
One uncle had to and I'm holding my phone on one hand and it's trying to move. I'm trying to move. And then I had to now go a little bit forward and then it now released.
Oh my
And you know what the
God.
worst thing about this was? Yeah? I'd created a playlist called Oyinbo Music that makes you feel alive.
Get out.
So I was listening to music. I put the ambience setting on. Noise cancelling.
Oh.
So I'm not hearing the people tell me what to do.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not hearing it.
You're just panicked.
I'm just panicking. I'm trying to get my foot out of the thing.
Oh, no.
And then suddenly the guy now helped me, this uncle. And I said to him, wow, thank you. I nearly lost my life. And he said, yeah, you nearly lost your leg.
Oh,
and
my
I said,
God.
Yeah. And that happened today at approximately 11:06. Because I looked at the time immediately because I said, wow.
Mark
I
this
had to
time.
mark this
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
I couldn't believe it.
No, that is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. That is scary. That's my definition for how. Like, I would panic. I wouldn't even know. I'll take my shoe off.
But it's like, I didn't even think to take off my shoe.
Oh, I'll take my
Because
shoe off.
I just cleaned it. It's... I just didn't even think to take off. I was just thinking. I didn't want to
my new clean shoe. I just cleaned the shoe.
I just cleaned it. Like, it was crazy, but it was just insane the way earlier on, all I had to do was tie it. And I was like, I'll deal with it later.
No, but that's a word.
I think there's a word
That's
in there.
a word.
Deal with it later.
Yeah.
But you don't know.
Later might
It's
not
a
come.
setup. And I've always wondered, like, when certain things happen in people's lives, like, you always get, like, a pre-warning. And I feel like that was my pre-warning. Like, imagine. And the thing is, it was getting tighter. Do you know what I mean? It was just like...
Damn. It was pulling and pulling.
Yeah.
No, that's a word. That's a word.
Procrastination.
That's a word. Babe, when it comes to procrastinating, one thing about me, I'm gonna procrastinate.
Right.
Do you know how crazy procrastination is, yeah? I could be like, it could be something so important. And like, my brain would just be like, not right now. Not right now.
Not right now.
Not right now.
It's not the right time.
No. Real Housewives? That's what, and it's so mad because then, what? 2 hours, 3 hours, 24 hours before the deadline?
Yeah.
I'm like scrambling.
Panicking.
I'm
Yeah.
like, gotta do it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Do you know what? I actually heard that that's a form of anxiety.
I would
Yeah.
believe that.
Yeah, and so my therapist told me this. She was like, this is like anxiety. Like, when you procrastinate, there's also like this level of like anxiety surrounding it.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, when like you have something big coming up, like let's say you have like something like hosting something,
Yeah.
da, da, da. It's like a form of anxiety when you're like, oh, I've got this.
Yeah.
It's fine. So like not overly preparing because you're like, oh, no, I've got this. But actually you don't got it.
No.
You don't got it.
Because when it gets to the day, you're like,
You're like,
I don't got it.
I don't. So
Yeah.
now I'm like, So I actually like force myself to not procrastinate because I'm like, okay, I'm anxious. That's what's making me procrastinate.
Yeah.
Let me just do it. But I can be such a bad procrastinator. And it'll be so
Procrastinating?
easy.
So easy.
It would take 2 minutes.
I do believe, though, I have undiagnosed ADHD. I'm currently in the process of actually speaking to getting my diagnosis because I'm speaking to my therapist as well. Love her, even though I ghosted her for a while. Anyways, she was saying that with ADHD, a simple task where it's, for example, wake up, brush your teeth. That is not one task. That's not going to brush your teeth. That is like 4 tasks for someone with ADHD. That's getting out of bed, walking to the bathroom, brushing your teeth, putting your toothbrush back, walking back and starting the day.
Yeah.
She was like, all those 5 then overwhelm you to the point where you're like, I can't do anything. So you just sit. You just stop.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah.
You're like, yeah, I do that.
Because it could be so simple.
Yeah.
Like the simplest of things. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm overwhelmed. I can't. I'm overwhelmed right now. My brain can't function.
Yeah.
And also because it's not giving me like my quote unquote dopamine hit, where it's like fun. If it's not a fun thing, I'm like, I don't want to do it. But if it's something work related or like fun, where I'm like, I get to go do this, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Taxes, no. I don't want to do my bloody
I
taxes.
do my taxes.
Ew.
Yeah.
Math. Ew.
Like, stop. Why am I doing that?
No.
It's boring.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
But you have to do it.
You have to do it, man.
And you can't procrastinate.
Yeah, man. I procrastinate with letters.
Yeah.
Not as bad. When I was younger, oh, Lord.
Opening letters. But I think opening letters is scary. When I was and I was in debt, opening letters was like, I don't want to do that.
When it's that brown thing.
Listen.
Oh.
I was like, let me flip and put it under the
Yeah,
drawer.
I'll deal with that later. And then later just doesn't come.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad when I was driving because it's like, I'll get the letters. I'm like, I'll deal with that later. I'll deal with it later. And then one day there's a knock on the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, later is now.
Later is
Right.
now. They're
Cool,
like,
cool.
yeah, you owe £2,000.
Yeah. You
need
actually
to-
got a parking ticket 2 years ago.
yeah,
that
and you need to pay
still
it now.
haven't paid for. So
Which I think is outrageous for them
Don't.
to hold on to that.
let it go.
Let it go.
Forgive.
Let it go.
Forgive and forget.
I had a call the other day, actually, and I couldn't believe it. And I spoke to the woman, actually.
Yeah.
I said, look, this is unacceptable.
Yeah.
You have to let this
Yeah.
go. That's literally what I said
Giving
to her.
stalker.
Yeah. Like, basically, they called me. I couldn't believe this. It was from the salon days, my salon days.
Oh.
I sold the salon like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? They said, oh, we synced up our system. I think it was Eon or something.
Are you mad?
They said, oh, we synced up our system. Oh, it shows that you owe, I think they said it was like £200 and they've added a 150 fee on top. So she's explaining it to me. I said, when she said Radiant, I said, who? She's like, Radiant. I said, look, I sold that business like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are you actually asking me? She breaks it down. I let her break it down. And at the end of it, she's like, okay, so are you able to make that payment today? I said, absolutely not. I said, I can't make that payment.
No.
Like, I said, this is 5 years. In that time, we've had a pandemic.
Yeah.
So much has happened.
Yeah.
You've remembered me 5 years later. And I'm supposed to I said, I've got my own expenses now. My life is different now. I can't pay for this.
No.
She's like, oh, I'm going to talk to my manager. Maybe we can take off the fee. I said, you do what you need to do.
I'm not paying it.
But I'm not paying it.
Also, first of all, 5 years, ridiculous.
It's insane. Let it go.
Ridiculous.
Let it go.
Secondly, is it my issue your original system wasn't synced? So I have to pay a bill because you didn't sync your system. Is it my system?
What's it got to do with me?
I'm actually not in that storyline. Take me out of the email thread. I'm not.
Take me out.
Take me out of the email.
What do you mean?
I'm not involved in that group
I couldn't
chat.
believe it, you know. I was so
rude.
deeply offended.
Yeah,
I was
no.
like doing my makeup at the time and I was just like, what's going on?
Also, the audacity.
It's audacious.
The audacity.
To be like in 2019, in 2024. Do you know what I've been through in that time?
Is crazy.
I said, no, wrap this up. I said, I'm not paying.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah,
It's not going to
no,
happen. Do you know what I mean? Do you believe in citizen's arrest?
No.
I don't know why we don't do it enough.
You want more citizens arresting one another?
I just wonder why I don't hear more about it.
Is that a thing in the UK?
It's a thing in the UK. The citizen's arrest.
You know what?
Like,
On a bucket list thing, I would like to go through with the citizen arrest.
can you imagine? Because it's actually a real thing. You can see someone do that. You can go, excuse me?
I would, as a bucket list thing, I would enjoy that, I think.
I feel like I would really enjoy that. Like, honestly, think about it. Imagine, like, honestly, like, when I saw it, I was like, wait a second.
But I don't know if I...
It could be risky, because obviously
Yeah.
people like, you know, racists and stuff like
Yeah.
that. You know, it can get dark. But in just a general thing of like, you know, littering someone, their dog has pooed.
But
and
to be-
there's no, they don't clean it up.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is illegal. It
Yeah,
says
yeah.
there, the law is you
Yeah.
have to clean up after your dogs and stuff, and you don't do that.
Yeah.
And then you're walking, and you got your
Arrest
head there,
them.
and you're like, excuse me, citizen arrest.
It's the hand up. Excuse me. I'm actually now doing a
Apparently, by
citizen's
law,
arrest.
you can do it, yeah. Like,
Wow.
basically, you can do a citizen's arrest if you feel like there's no police around, and they're not going to get there in time.
Okay.
And you can now decide to do a citizen's arrest.
I wonder if there's any like famous arrests that have happened by citizens.
I wonder, because you can literally be a hero.
A part of me is like, on the one hand, if I see a crime happening, I'm one of them people who's like, I'm not involved.
I'm not involved.
The most I will do is call the police once I have left. But I'm not that person.
Yeah, to be honest.
I'm not involved. I'm real sorry about it, but I'm not a police officer. I'm not involved.
Yeah.
But obviously, if it's like, you know, like a crime where I feel like I can get involved in, and let's say, I don't know.
What would be a crime that you think that maybe you could like, you see this and you're like, do you know what? This is a citizen's arrest. Citizen's arrest. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I also don't know what someone's response would be. What would you respond to someone? If you parked on like a red route or something.
Exactly.
And then somebody was like, excuse me, sis, what would you do? Because the way I'd cuss you out, I'd be like, are you dumb?
Imagine that you actually walk around with your own badge.
oh, we make it on Canva.
Yeah, you're like, this
We
is
make
my
a
badge. Listen, this is what I've decided to give myself. I'm like, okay, this is how I feel alive.
Fairs.
You're parked on a red. You're not allowed.
To be fair, though, I will say this. Whenever I see, those neighborhood watch signs, I feel safe.
See, it does something.
I'm like, thank you to the middle-aged men who are patrolling my streets at night. Thank you so much for keeping me and mine safe. I genuinely do like the neighborhood
because
watch
they
people.
take it seriously
They
as
do.
well. They have their little meetings.
And they'll send out like little pamphlets like, yesterday there was an unnamed man walking around.
Yeah.
We've seen him 4 times.
Yeah.
Please keep an eye open. Keep your windows locked. I'm like, wow.
Wow. You care, Stephen.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You care about me.
I do like that.
No, honestly, in my elderly age,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be that person.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be watching out what's going on.
I'm the person of the blinds.
Yeah, I'm
like, that car's parked out 3 times outside of this house.
Right.
And you ain't never been here before.
You ain't been there before.
Going on?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
What's happening? Because I do it now. I walk around.
100%.
Sometimes I'll see some people. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is suspicious. I don't do anything about it,
No.
but it's suspicious.
Me and my siblings were convinced that one of our neighbors was having an affair. Convinced. As in, like, you couldn't tell us otherwise.
Is he?
Convinced.
Would you have said something?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But yeah, her husband was like away. He worked in the military, and then I don't really know how it works, but I think you have like time there and then you can come home for like a little bit. But when he was away, there was different people over at the house. And then one day, you know how like when the houses we used to have back in the day, you can see into your next door neighbor's garden from like my room.
Yeah.
And one time we saw her sat on this man's lap. They weren't kissing or nothing, but I was like, that is not a married woman sitting on another man's lap.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were convinced. So, but I would not have got involved. Again,
Yeah.
not my business.
It's not my business.
Not
So
my
yeah, you're not
business.
gonna make a good citizens officer.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I think I might try it one day.
Do you know what?
Just for like what? Because imagine how that feels.
If anyone can do it, it's you.
Imagine how that feels. You like jump on them. You're like, I've seen it in the movies,
Restrain
and you're
them.
like, this is the citizens
Yeah,
arrest.
you got to sit on them.
Yeah.
So you really like
You
overpower
really
them.
like. You're like,
Yeah.
I'm arresting you.
Yeah.
This is wrong.
I've already called the police.
They're on the way.
They're on the way. Hold
This is
tight.
wrong.
Yeah.
These are my handcuffs. Stay there.
Fairs.
That would be very, very, very. It would be scary, but I think I'm gonna do it one day. Just to see the reaction.
You know what? I support you. I'll be clapping for you on the sidelines. I don't know if I would actively get involved.
That's fine.
But fairs.
I just wanted to get your opinion on
This
that.
is a citizen's arrest. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Imagine giving Nigerian people that access.
Excuse me.
Hello, excuse me.
But do you know who could execute a good citizen's arrest? A Nigerian uncle. Let me tell you now.
And that's what I visualize.
Let me tell you. And a Nigerian auntie, they're getting the job done.
If you say there's a money incentive,
we've got some of the best police officers in the game.
In the game.
Some of the top tier detectives
Listen.
in the game.
Listen.
Trust me. And they have authority when they speak.
Do you get it?
People will listen.
Do you get it? I just think not enough people know about it. And that's it. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna believe you. I'm gonna believe. I don't have the data to argue
To back it
against,
up.
so I'm gonna believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's going on.
Shout
What
out
are your
to
top
Citizen
TV shows? I like to get to know people via the stuff that they watch.
Top TV shows. Okay.
Top 5. Oh, did I say top 3?
You said 3,
Okay, top 3. I'll give you top 3.
but I could maybe go 5. But okay.
Okay.
Top 3 would be. Oh, okay. Schitt's Creek. Have you ever watched it?
I have.
What did you
I
think?
started it.
And
I was bored. I think I watched. Wait, hold on. Schitt's Creek. And it's got the guy from Ozark. Is it that one?
That's not the guy from Ozark.
Okay, that's another comedy, right? Okay, no. These guys, they lost their money, right? And they went to the hotel, and they're in a hotel, and it's got okay, because I was about to say, because that one with the guy from Ozark is one of the worst comedies I've ever seen in my life.
I think you're talking of, is it Parks and...
No. That's a good one. I can't remember. I'm gonna.
What,
yeah.
the guy from Ozark?
Yeah, and people say that it's a great comedy. I need to Google it. They're
Yeah,
like,
Google it.
it's a great comedy, and it is one of the worst comedies. I like at the end of it, I felt physically sick.
Oh.
I was like, this is one of the worst comedies.
Oh.
It's not funny, not even a little bit. Okay, Jason Bateman's in it. This guy, Jason Bateman.
Yeah.
And he was in Arrested Development.
Terrible.
One of the worst comedies I've ever watched in my entire life.
I will say this: there are moments of like ha ha ha.
Moments.
But as an episode, if I sit down, I'm like, oh,
This is awful, and I watched
Yeah.
it to the end.
Yeah.
Because I had to see it through.
Yeah.
And it never got better. It was it made me feel
Arrested
sick.
Development
It's
was bad.
terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, Schitt's Creek. I haven't seen that.
Schitt's Creek is so good.
Okay, I only seen
And
one episode.
I binged it during lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
and then I watched it again recently, like maybe a month ago. It's so cleverly written and like, yeah, really funny. And then I also said, no, because I really want top 3 is tough.
It is tough. It's tough.
I would have to say, House MD. Have you ever watched it?
I haven't.
Okay. If you're into like complicated characters who are like, there should be villains, but you have a soft spot for them,
Okay.
he's that. And I also just, it's a good watch. It's a
Okay.
good watch. And then I also really liked The Bodyguard.
The Bodyguard was very good.
The Bodyguard was really good.
Yeah. But it's only one season, no?
It was only one
Yeah.
season. And I've got other like recent ones where it's been like only one season. So did you watch The Diplomat?
I didn't watch that actually. It's really good.
I was literally atting Netflix weekly saying I need season 2. It's coming out in October. I need it.
Okay.
What else? New Girl?
Fantastic. That fantastic show.
New
It's
Girl
so
is
good.
Oh my God.
I have to literally watch it. I watch it so many times, and it gets better each time. The older you get, the better it gets.
It's funnier every single
every
time.
time, and I love their ages.
I love their relationships to one another.
Yeah.
And their quirky weirdness.
Yeah,
And Nick and Schmidt are my favorite
my God.
duo on
they
TV.
are the best
I just-
duo. So good. It makes no sense how good it is.
Yeah.
And each time you watch it, so my friend Israel was like, every time you watch it, focus on a different character.
100%.
And honestly,
100%.
it's so enjoyable when you
100%.
focus on a different character
Yeah.
each time because you just get something new.
Because I think the first time I watched it, naturally I focused on Zoe's character.
Yeah.
And then the next time I watched it, it was definitely, I think it was Schmidt's character where I was
Yeah.
like, oh,
Hilarious.
whoever wrote this,
Like 10 out of 10.
you are a genius.
Yeah,
You
10 out of
know,
10.
and obviously the acting is great.
Yeah.
But that's a really funny show for me.
Yeah.
Um,
Interesting. I think you said 5 actually.
have I? Okay, sorry.
What's interesting about your selections though
Say more.
is
I feel like
the
I know
fact
what
that
to say.
one season shows can even enter a top.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's one season. I don't know if you can repeat this.
The thing is, I'm not a series girl.
Okay.
I don't actually like series.
Okay.
It takes a lot for me
Interesting.
to stay. Because I'm not going to lie to you. I actually think it's a bit, only the best writers can keep me engaged for an entire series. I dip out, usually after season 1 or 2.
Interesting.
Because it's boring after that point. You're just dragging out storylines at this point. She got married, she didn't get married, the boyfriend came back, the husband came back, he's dead. She's like, I don't care. Wrap this up. I like movies. Give me an hour and a half, give me 2 hours. I can sit through that. We come to an end, a conclusion, done.
Interesting.
I don't have to think about these people ever again.
We are opposites.
You like series?
Oh, I hate movies.
What?
I love a series.
What?
It's so interesting.
I feel like I get too emotionally invested in series.
I like that. You see, me, like, after a show is done, I'm still thinking about that character. Do you know what I mean? Like, I watched Monk recently for the first time.
Oh my gosh. Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Fantastic show.
Great.
The ending was beautiful. It was,
Yeah.
And
I
even
haven't finished
after-
it, but-
No, I finished it.
Yeah.
I think it's like 8 seasons
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
Finished the whole thing. At the end of it, I missed him. I was like a Miss Monk.
That's sweet.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watch things like over and over again. Like I love a show. Give me 6 seasons.
Wow.
Give me 8. Because I like to see like how is this
The
the development, the characters, how is this gonna unravel? What happens next? A film is too short because it's like, where are they now?
Sequel.
What happened?
You get a sequel.
I'm just not a film babe. I like
I hear
hours.
it. I hear it.
Hours.
My man is exactly the same.
Really?
So he's been trying to get me to watch Game of Thrones.
It's a good show.
I won't watch Game of Thrones. I love, and can I just say this? I love House of the Dragons, but I started it at the right time.
So you watched House of Dragons without Game of Thrones?
Yeah. You know, and he was like, you need to watch it. And I'm like, no, blah, blah, blah. It's about dragons. The dragons are there. I don't even want to shut up. So he's like very much like he'll watch season after season and he gets into it. Dexter, have you watched that as well?
I have watched Dexter. I've been talking about Dexter for a couple of weeks.
Okay, and
I hate Dexter with my whole heart. As a character, I hate him.
At what point did you start hating Dexter?
I started hating Dexter, I think, by season 2.
And that is where I dropped off.
Yeah, because I said, who do you think you are?
You think you're righteous and holy, and you're a literal murderer.
Exactly.
You are a murderer. I don't care who you're murdering. You're a murderer.
You're a murderer. Who gives you the right to decide who dies and who doesn't? Like, you are a murderer. And when he started to really, like, interrupt the law, as in, they were close to catching someone, and you interrupt it so you can lay them on your table and give them some self-righteous speech, and then kill them. I'm like, no. And that's when I started, but I still watched all the rest of the season.
But the thing is with Dexter, which, I mean, I have to understand, is the fact that obviously his character is complicated, that he is, like, a sociopath.
Yeah.
So
he has no emotions.
It's like scratching the itch for him in the best way possible.
Yeah.
But still.
Send them to jail.
Yeah. You think you're better than everyone, and I don't like that.
Send them to jail.
I don't like that.
Immediately.
Yeah, Dexter, I dropped out after season 2. So I was like,
really interesting.
My mum gets really upset about it. My brothers used to get upset about it at home. My mum used to get, because we'd start something together, and then I'd be like, I am bored. Carry on your own.
Oh, yeah, that would upset me.
Yeah, I'm not watching the rest.
Yeah,
Tell me. I'd be like, give me the Cliff Notes.
Oh, yeah, that would upset me.
Yeah.
Because I find it like we're coming together.
It's a community thing.
As a community thing.
I hear it.
That's really interesting.
Give me a film, I'll watch a film over and over.
You're just such an actor. Like, actors, we love film.
We love a film.
Oh, cinematography. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Who was the director?
She was the director. I'm just like, wrap it up. Yeah. Give me a show. Yeah.
No, I hear it.
Give me a show. Like,
I hear it.
When I see it, like, I think for me, like, my dream would be like to be in a show. I feel like more than
consistent series,
more than a film. I think, unless the film is like a really like cool, like coming of age or like rom-com and something funny and it's really.
What would
cool.
your ideal character be to play?
I feel like
if I was to say, Risha, I've got a script for you, okay, and I really want to write you into it, and we can write you as anything under the sun. Who and what would you like to play?
That's such a good question. I feel you're like, my time to ask questions.
Get into it. Yeah.
I feel like maybe, do you know what? Yeah, I would want to be a woman that's complicated. So maybe like, maybe I'm putting this like similar to just me, but like, she comes across as like super friendly.
Okay.
Super nice.
Okay.
Right? You want to be her friend when you see her, right? But then there's like a complication about her.
Under her.
There's like a darkness about her. But then even though she comes across as nice, she's like far from. And as an audience member, you have moments when you hate her.
Oh.
You know? So she does some things and you're like, I really like her, but she's mad selfish. Like, why does she do that? Do you know what I mean? I feel like
you're rooting for her, but then she like F's up by doing something.
Constantly though.
Okay.
So you constantly see her like in this battle of like right versus wrong, but like battling against herself and just not doing the right thing. But then there's like a self-righteousness about her. You know, where she still thinks that she's right, but she isn't.
That kind of character will do great on a series.
You know,
because it gives you time to embed all of these little nuances. By the time you get season 8, we're like, damn, she's grown, but also from where we started.
Yeah, exactly. So you can tell I like the series.
See.
What would be your dream character?
My dream character, I think anyone in a position of power. So I'm talking like let's just say lawyer or like CEO of a firm or someone with a position of power, but has like trauma. And is really good at like covering and is really good at you won't see those moments, those stripes, but it takes like one person. Probably I'm writing myself in a rom-com. It takes the love of her life to strip back her hard exterior shell. And then all of a sudden you see her blossom and she is all things powerful, but all things beautiful and vulnerable.
Oh, I love it.
Somebody write it now.
I can really see it.
Write it.
No, I can really, really see it.
I
love that kind of character. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, is she hard because she's been forced to be hard?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Because that happens a lot of the
happens a
time.
lot.
You see people who are really, really tough.
Exactly.
Or you have people that they're like, oh, I'm an introvert. Are you an introvert or were you introverted?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. That you've had to become an introvert.
had to
because you
become
don't want to
that.
feel rejected. So you just make yourself quiet.
Oh,
You
no.
make yourself silent because every time, you know?
That's so sad.
It
Like the
is really
turtle who
sad.
stuck its head
Who
out
stuck
its
its head
shell
out,
and then
yeah.
got snapped and then went back in.
Yeah.
Oh.
I saw someone once say, like, how did it feel when you were trying to tell someone about your favorite song and you were ignored?
No.
No, because how did that feel? You were really, hey guys, I've got this new song and no one heard
No
you.
one cared.
And no one cared. That will turn anyone into an introvert.
That lives with you. That scars
That
you.
it lives with you. Those moments
You
where
wear
there's a
that.
big discussion. You know when
Yeah.
you're at the games night,
Yeah.
and everyone's talking. They're talking about politics.
Oh,
They're talking about things, and you're
no.
like, but I think Tony
I-
Blair. No
and
one
they
heard you.
continue.
They continued, man. They continued.
In fact, they looked and then
They
continued.
continued, man. That does something to a person. That lives with
shapes you.
It shaped you. So I love that character
Yeah.
because I feel like it's like, okay, she's hard and she's getting her shit done and
Yeah.
da da da.
But underneath,
There's something there.
there's a softness.
And then the guy that comes in, they're enemies first.
Enemies, always enemies to lover.
You know, he's trying to take her job actually.
Yeah.
He's trying to take her job.
He's directly her competitor.
He is her competitor.
And he sees her at her hardest.
yeah. And sees her as like, tries to little manner.
Oh.
And she's like, I've been doing this.
Yeah. Because she's actually way better than him at the job
Way
as well. Way better
than
than
him.
Way better than him.
Yeah. But then maybe she had a breakdown at work and suddenly they thought that, because she had a breakdown, like she's weak.
Oh.
And now he's using that moment to get in and to say, look, she's too emotional, all that rubbish that they like to do, yeah. And it becomes like a war.
Like a back and forth.
And then that war, it turns to passion.
Rachel, let's write this. Let's write this.
We have just written
a rom-com. A modern
rom-com.
day rom-com.
The thing is about rom-coms is that why are there not good ones anymore?
They are terrible.
There's no chemistry.
I would say the rom-coms died 2005.
Oh, specific.
2005 was the death
Wow.
of the rom-com. After 2005, we have had...
So what was the last rom-com that you watched in that time that you thought?
I'm not gonna lie to you, I pulled the 2005 out of my ass, but it felt like it was a 2005 period. It was the time frame feels like 2005-ish, okay? It was 2005-ish, okay? Just go with
I'm
me.
like, okay, what was the film?
What was the film?
Was it in April? When
Well,
was it?
no, it was around that time.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I just feel like, and I don't know what it is. Well, I'm going to blame feminism. I feel like the rise of feminism made rom-coms, made the romantic female lead feel like she had to be more than she was.
Interesting.
Now, walk with me.
I'm
Walk with
walking.
me.
Yeah, we're holding hands.
Because I love feminism.
Yeah.
But sometimes with rom-com, the simpler, the better.
100%.
And characters like Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman, which isn't even really a comedy, but it's more of a rom, but anyway. Or How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Or The Wedding Planner. Those characters were they were just girls.
I'm just a girl. Yeah.
They were just girls.
Yeah.
And I feel like womening is great.
Yeah.
But I think womened too close to the sun when it came to the writing of said characters, because I think we just took out the essence of a rom-com is boy meets girl, girl meets boy, fall in love. There's a bit of a hubbub and they fall back in love again. It's simple. We don't need too much padding. Feminists don't kill me.
You know what? What you've said is fantastic.
I hope that makes sense.
It makes complete sense. You're completely right.
And there is a world for the strong, fantastic female lead. There is a world for dramas. There is a world for complicated women and writing that gives us nuance. And there are actors who can play that and embody that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just need Jennifer Lopez and Made in Manhattan.
Let me tell you something about one thing about Jennifer Lopez.
The woman can act.
She can act. Why are people getting onto her?
The woman can act.
What? If I see J-Lo
woman can act.
and it's a rom-com, I'm there.
I'm in it.
I don't need a trailer.
I'm in it.
I'm there. That woman can act.
My little Latina princess.
Oh.
I'm there.
I'm there.
Singing, however.
You know, when J-Lo sings, it's...
First thing, is she the one singing? Let me not be shady on this podcast because listen, she's just trying to survive. We're all trying to chase the bag. In this adulting life.
But sometimes put some bags down.
Let someone else pick a bag.
And just say, do you know what?
It's not
Let me just focus on these movies.
Because
these rom-coms.
No.
Honestly.
No.
She's fantastic in a rom-com.
Have you ever watched Enough? It's not a rom-com.
I haven't. No, I've watched it.
It's not a rom-com.
Yeah.
But that movie.
She's good.
I said, Jennifer Lopez. I think
she can act so good.
She is such a
I think she's a great, and she just has a very naturalism about her. I believe her.
I really do believe her.
Yeah.
So give that woman a script. I know she's gonna devour it. But
music,
give her sheet music. I don't. Baby, I don't know.
Yeah, bring back rom-coms.
Bring back rom-coms.
Please. 10 Things I Hate About You. It made me want to fall in love. And that's what's missing, actually. Because I'm not watching things that make me want to fall in love.
Exactly.
And
you butterflies.
No butterflies.
No butterflies.
No butterflies. And you know what it is as well? I think actors of today, and I know we're actors as well, you more so than me. No. Unfortunately, I haven't seen a script for a long time.
Girl.
It's a personal thing.
Girl.
I need to get a script again.
Girl.
Get back in the classes.
Let me tell you something.
Get back in the classes.
We actually need to talk about this after.
Yeah.
I want to be joining the classes too.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
But let me tell you something. Yeah.
We'll because I'm
back.
like, okay.
But you absolutely are an actor, so let's not
mean?
even do that, but okay.
But I do feel a part of me, and this is maybe the drama school girl in me.
Okay.
I feel like the older actors, they had to die by the line to get their roles, you know? It was tough, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Getting into that space, getting that role, getting that audition, you know, going into the room, like, it was like, it's such a process. It's just such a thing, right? So when they're performing, a lot of those old films, they're so good because like it's not a joke. They're not waking up and saying, "Oh, I don't know my lines, but I'll figure it out." It's like we are building a character. Like this is our life. I am the character actually. Matter of fact, I don't even want to fake this. I'm gonna be this character for 40 days and 40 nights. Yeah?
Speak on it.
Nowadays.
Speak on
nowadays.
The professionalism.
Nowadays, it's not really like that. And I know that for a fact it's not like that because you know what? I know a lot of actors because obviously I went drama school and then I continued to train like literally up until like 2019, 2020. Do you know what I mean? I know a lot of actors and a lot of us old school ones, the way they like approach a script is so different from the younger lot because it's a lot more easier. You're telling me now that you get an audition and you just have to send a tape. Back in the days, right?
What's
a tape was just a blessing. Like, that just happened to happen if it was in America.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you know what it feels like? To be in the waiting room and seeing everyone that looks like you going for the same thing and you're shaking like this. And you have to gather yourself. Do you know what it is to like have to cry in the room?
on cue, right there and then.
It's so different. And I think it shows in the films.
A lot of I was saying to a friend of mine who's, I think her sister's in drama school, and she was saying like, her sister was complaining, or her cousin was complaining, I can't remember if it's a cousin or sister, was complaining about, she went to an audition and she was given the script on the day.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
is anybody home?
Yeah.
Hell, what do you mean? Sight reading? Did you not do a course? Did you not do?
Let me tell you something, yeah. See
You
these
did-
kids, they don't do nothing.
Babe.
Improv, they can't do.
Babe.
Yeah. They can't do improv. They can't sight read. It's just vibes.
Wait.
It's just like, and I sound like a boomer. I know I do.
The thing, and that's why
sound like a
I don't want to be a
boomer.
hater.
I don't want to be a hater.
I don't want to be a hater.
I'm not a hater. I sound like a boomer, but I just think
But you can tell.
you can tell.
And as a viewer, as
You
someone
can
who likes
tell.
to watch,
You can tell.
I can see the difference.
Yeah.
The caliber is different.
You can tell.
You can tell.
They've never stepped foot in a theatre. You can't tell me. I'm sorry. You cannot tell me that you want to be an actor and you've not gone to the theatre. Not only have you not, so you don't go to the theatre, right? But then also you never actually performed on stage.
On stage, they are two different worlds, okay? And they are two practices that require a different skill set.
Yeah.
But you absolutely need theatre as the foundation.
100, like as
You
in
need the
100%.
The foundation that theatre acting will give you is you are put in the ringer. It's unmatched because there's no cut. Let's do that again.
No.
I didn't feel the energy. There's
No, you have to see it through, my guy.
The day your actor, your scene partner gives you something different from rehearsals,
Yeah.
and you've got to now find a way of making sure that scene makes sense and match. Tell me.
You got to see it through, my guy.
You got to see it through, babes.
Like it's something.
Yeah.
And they don't have that.
It's a shame, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like lack of funding. I don't know if
It is.
You know
Yeah.
what? What I mean?
I think so. Yeah.
I think theatre is becoming way more elitist.
Yeah,
And a lot of
100%.
people are making short films on their phones.
Yeah,
and it's the quickest way
It's
in.
the quickest way in.
So I get the hustle.
Yeah.
But you've got to pad yourself with that backbone because
I agree.
once you get on set with these like old school actors.
Exactly.
I did one with Blair Underwood. Let me tell you something. That man is a motherfucking machine. I said, Blair, shut up. Let me put my voice recorder on so I can listen to you. Give me notes. He was just like, the script speaks to me, and like and I'm like,
That's an actor.
oh, that's an actor.
So you have,
You are this.
do you know what I mean?
I'm this.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here. You are here. You're
Like
here.
the script is speaking. You're
to
telling me the
you?
script is coming alive.
I said, wow.
That's an actor. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, even when I say like, oh, I'm like, because I know like what it actually takes.
Yeah.
Like to be an actor.
Yeah.
Right. When I say, I'm just like, I know right now, I'm just not quite there. Like, I know what it's like now. Obviously, we're online, we're doing our things. I'll do my little skits here and there. And it's just like, oh, we're just all
No, I
vibes.
hear you.
You know what
I'm
I'm
the
saying? So it
same.
doesn't feel like, and I know that there's room for that. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you're just combining it at this point. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, you got the older school actors. I'd say old school, they're older, but just actors who are just actors.
Yeah.
They don't understand the social aspect of it.
100%.
And they don't rate it either.
No.
And I need them to put some respect on it.
I don't be saying it.
Yeah, they don't. When you say it in a room of actors, oh yeah, I'm on TikTok. They're like,
I don't say it. If I meet a director, I don't say it.
the gist has been sweet.
It's been flowing.
It's been blowing.
Oh.
It's been fantastic.
Thank you for having
you
me. This
for
has been
coming,
fun.
guys. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. You guys know the vibes. Please share, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. I do not want to be your secret lover. I want to be your main thing that you think about every day, okay? Don't make me a secret. Don't keep me to yourselves. And also, you know the vibes. If you didn't like my co-host today, please do not use that as a reason to not come back. She is not going to be here next week. She's not going to be here. We have someone else. So please, come back to the show next week. Don't let that defer you, okay? Thank you so much for listening. If you are listening, please don't forget to rate the show. Don't rate the show if it's under 5 stars. Keep it to yourself. Keep it in the group chat. If it's 5 stars, please rate the show. Leave a comment. I've been reading the comments. They've been very, very beautiful. I feel like we're building a community here. Thank you so much for the love. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.